Okay, this video is going to be about negative exponents and exponents of zero. So we're actually going to start with exponents of zero, and it's an incredibly easy rule. So 5 to the power of 0 is 1. Negative 3 to the power of 0 is 1. 5,000 to the power of 0 is 1. Any number except 0 raised to the power of 0 is, you guessed it, 1. So as weird as this seems, it is true. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate with some 2s so we can see what happens here. So I'm going to kind of make a little chart over here. Okay, so 2 to the third power, 2 times 2 times 2, that would be 8. So 2 to the third is 8. The gross equal sign, let me fix that. 2 to the second power is 4. 2 to the first power is 2. Okay, those are the ones that we know so far. And if I'm going down my chart, okay, essentially it's 1 less power of 2 each time. So as we do this, we would know that 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay, and you can do this with any number. Okay, so anything raised to the power of 0, okay, is going to just equal 1. So you just got to know that, and that's it. Super easy. Okay, negative exponents look hard, but once again, not really. They're okay. Okay, so really to deal with a negative exponent, it just means it's in the wrong spot of a fraction. Like if it was in the numerator for fraction, you're going to say, well, I got to send you to the denominator. If it's in the denominator of fraction, I'm going to pull you out into the numerator. And when you move it into the right spot of the fraction, you turn that exponent positive. And that's really all you have to do here. To demonstrate, I'm going to take my 2s and kind of extend them a little further here. So 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of negative 1, 2 to the power of negative 2. So we already knew that 2 to the power of 0 was 1. And if we continue that pattern down, divide it by 2. Okay, well, 1 divided by 2, that's just 1/2. And if I take a half and divide it by 2, that's going to be a 1/4. Which happens to be 1 over 2 squared. 1/2 is 1 over 2 to the first. So you can see that we took our exponent, our negative number, our negative exponent, put it into the denominator of a fraction and just turned it into a positive exponent. Okay, so next one below, 4 to the negative 5th, we're writing each of these as a power with a positive exponent. Okay, so 4 to the negative 5th, it gets banished to the denominator and it becomes 4 to the 5th. And then it kind of looks weird because we don't have any number on top, and we're just going to fill in a 1 if there's no other numbers. Okay, the next one is 6 to the negative 3rd. We don't like that negative 3rd power. It was in the denominator. We're going to pull it up into the numerator. So it's going to be 6 to the 3rd power. Okay, and then we don't even have to make it look like a fraction. We just write it leave it like that. This one is combining what we learned in the last video. So we have 4 to the 3rd over 4 to the 9th. So 4 to the 3rd divided by 4 to the 9th. We learned when we have the same base, we can subtract our exponents. So 3 minus 9 is -6. So that really equals 4 to the -6 power. But the directions say write it as a power with a positive exponent. So we are going to turn this into something where it gets sent to the denominator. And it is just 1 over 4 to the 6. I'm going to give you one other example that I just thought of right now. So something like 2 times 3 to the -4th. Okay, the thing that has the negative exponent is the 3. So if we take that and turn it into a fraction and we put it in the denominator of the fraction, in this case, we still had the 2 up top. So that would be something like that. And if I took it a step further, okay, because usually you don't really leave like 2 over 3 to the 4th, but okay, you can actually calculate if you needed to. So in this case, we wouldn't fill in a 1 like we did in the first one, because we do have another number that was with it. Okay, and last question. Yeah, you'll see a couple like this. We're going to simplify this question for x equals 6. So our first step is to take 6 and plug it into our expression. So 14 times 6 to the -2nd. we're going to deal with that 6 to the negative second and know that that really means it's going to be 1 over 6 squared, which I'm just going to change to 36. And now we can simplify. If I want to put my over 1 there, that's fine. Love to cross simplify beforehand. Okay, I can divide them both by 2. So 7 and 18. And our final answer on this one would be 7 over 18. So for these types of questions, plug in your number, do your negative exponent, and then simplify any fractions, any numbers that are left.